Good morning. This is Cub reporter Ken Cordero coming to you live out of Middletown, Rhode Island, in the former United States of America. The date today is February 5th, 2013 AD, which for all you people that went to all-day kindergarten means in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ. My email address is kencordero@americanonline.com. I'm being sponsored today by my good friend Christina Curtin out of Mystic, Connecticut. Her number is 1-860-463-4631. And also from Newport, A1 Car, Cab, and Van, your transportation services. And their number is 401-841-0411. And I guess I'm going to start locally today. How my life on Aquinic Island and in Middletown in particular has been absolutely ruined. We're being controlled by the Democrats for the last like 70 years. You can't drive on one road that doesn't absolutely suck. Being overrun with criminal illegal aliens and coyotes. And we are told it is our fault. We have to do a better job. Or we have to be tolerant. We have to embrace diversity. I mean, when was the last time you saw piping plovers playing with crows? That's diversity, right? But they don't. And the coyotes, once again, we're told we have to do a better job making sure we don't feed them. Because they're being studied by the Narragansett Coyote Association or something under Noonie Mitchell. I don't know. This chick should be unemployed. It's always your fault for the criminal illegal aliens flooding Middletown, being dropped off 200 feet from my house. Why do they have to have stop signs every 200 feet? Why they... You know, this is just the devaluation. The Democrats, they want to devalue everything, especially here in Middletown, where it's now, it's not a town, it's an absolute city. They have so many stop signs up, crosswalk. They have the signs telling you the countdown to when you can cross. Because if you didn't have that, like the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, well, you wouldn't know when to cross because you're just a student from Middletown, which is also a place where they breathalyze kids to go to a school dance. From my understanding, the last time when they did it, or when they did it at the homecoming dance, they breathalyzed like 400 kids. They didn't catch anybody. Useless. I was just reading this thing online about one of the Kardashians, and she had a little pistol or something. You know, these people, obviously, these politicians haven't read our Constitution, which has a Bill of Rights in it. And one of those rights is the right to bear arms. But obviously, one of the Kardashians, she had taken the Sandy Hook Pledge. Now, you think these guys can exploit this thing anymore, the Democrats? Huh? The Sandy Hook Pledge, which hopes to encourage and support common sense solutions to make community and our country safe from similar acts of violence. These people don't seem to understand. If you could just pass a law and everything would be fine, you wouldn't need cops then, would you? They've already ruled that the cops can't protect you all the time, so you have to protect yourself. And now they're trying to tell you that you can't protect yourself. They're going to tell you what kind of weapons you can have, or this or that. You know, these people don't you think the president has Secret Service to guard him? Are we going to tell him how to protect himself? Oh, well, he's a great skeet shooter. Did you realize that, our president? Let me see if I can pull up this picture for you from the New York Post yesterday. There we go, Mr. President. There's our president shooting. And here's the best picture in his skivvies. Our president in his skivvies. Can you see that? There you go, Mr. President. Because you're a clown, Mr. President. That's what you are. A community organizer. I don't even think you were good at that myself. But now, as you know, the president's supposed to be a constitutional scholar. Didn't he ever read the Bill of Rights? Those are our rights, Mr. President. Stop trying to take them away. You're such a moron. You and Biden and all these other idiots you've got. You can't even balance a budget. How about trying to actually add some value for our country instead of devaluing everything? Like you're doing with a dollar, just printing and printing billions of dollars. Now, when they say our country is like trillions of dollars in debt, do you actually realize how much $1 trillion is? Do you realize that in a century, there's only like, I think there's like less than 5 billion, trillion. There's less than like 5 billion seconds. There's 5 billion seconds in like a century. So that's like $1 trillion is like 2 centuries worth of seconds. But he doesn't care that they're ruining the economy. And the American people are just being enslaved. Because not only are they destroying the dollar, which you work for, they're not protecting you. They're not protecting you at all. These people belong in prison. The president, our Attorney General Eric Holder. I mean, the president. Okay, they've already taken away the Fourth Amendment, right? Your right to be safe and secure in your person. Have you tried getting on an airplane lately? Do you think you're going to get searched? Have to take off your shoes? Why are you the criminal? Oh, but it's always for your safety? How about this? If you're afraid to fly, stay off the plane. Don't be infringing on my rights. I don't want to live in a bubble. You know? So they've gone after the Fourth there. He's going after the First Amendment, trying to force religious institutions to provide contraceptives. So that's the First Amendment. So that's 2 out of 10. That's a fifth. How about if your paycheck was cut by a fifth? How would you feel? And they're not done yet. They want to go after the Second Amendment. It says it shall not be infringed. What don't these people understand about it? Now, I'm sorry about these people in Sandy Hook, but any new laws they make are not going to bring these people back. But no, the Democrats just want to exploit it. They're always doing something for your good. How about if you just let people be free? How about that? as the government of the United States comes out against its people, the executive branch under Obama certainly has. The courts certainly have. The Supreme Court, these people are just idiots. They're morons too. So that's 2 out of the 3 branches, right? And the Republicans in the House, who are supposed to control the money, what don't these people understand about being trillions of dollars in debt? How about no debts? How about no debt limits increases? How about that? How about if we actually put our country back on a gold standard, told all the criminal illegal aliens to get out because we don't need them? Let's start adding some value. You actually have to get up and go to work. Americans have always worked. And Obama, what was the thing last week? He was asking the military if they'd fire on American citizens or something. I'm not quite sure, but something like that. Actually, Mr. President, I think the military would turn on you. Because the military hates you because you hate them. And all these students and stuff, I see at work. How would you like to go to work every day knowing that your boss actually hates you? How would that make you feel? Because our president hates the military. He's doing everything he can to destroy it as he tries to destroy our country as a whole. So I figure it's the American people and the military against our government. I don't know. The president doesn't like you, the Supreme Court doesn't like you, or else they just would have ruled on a simple, limited government that Obamacare was not constitutional. That's pretty simple. The Republicans in the House, like, these guys are just useless. Most of them. Although there are some good ones, like Michelle Bachmann and a few others that are actually trying to save our country. But the president wants to send tanks and fighter jets to Egypt. These guys are Muslim terrorists. But he wants to take away our rights. He belongs in prison. Him, Holder, Hillary, or why didn't Hillary just absolutely resign? These people are always big on apologies, but none of them are resigning and getting out, are they? No, because they can be suspended with pay. This is just so depressing. So let me tell you a little story, Mr. President. See if you can figure this one out. This is one that Jesus told about the father that had 2 sons. The first son he asked to go work in the field. And the son said no, but then he thought better of it and he went. And the man asked his second son, and he said, sure, I'll go, but he didn't go. Now, which of the 2, Mr. President, actually did his father's will? Right, the first one. So how about doing your job and trying to actually help the American people, Mr. President? So with that, I'm going to end now. This has been the 57th edition of Cub Reporter Ken Cordero. Thank you for tuning in.